Hello students, how are you? Hope this video will find you healthy and prosperous. This is Samreen Hashmi and the topic which we are going to discuss today is the oral cavity. Basically, it comes under the heading of digestion in humans. Basically, digestion is a detailed topic, a long topic, so I have divided it into different sections, and today's topic is oral cavity, but definitely we are discussing digestion in humans. Our body cells require oxygen, water, salts, amino acids, simple sugars, fatty acids, vitamins, etc. But these compounds are not easily available to our body, as these compounds are present in the form of macromolecules like carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, which cannot cross the cell membranes of cells. So in order to make available these compounds to our cell, we need to break down the complex macromolecules into simpler molecules. So therefore, we'll define the digestion. What is digestion? Basically, digestion is a breakdown of complex large molecules into simpler ones so they can be absorbed in the bloodstream, may become available to the cells. All cells require these compounds in order to perform different activities of life, or in order to maintain their life or proper functioning. So in humans, basically, in order to obtain these nutritions, first of all, the first step is ingestion. Ingestion is a process we take in the food. The process of taking in the food is called as ingestion. After the ingestion or taking in the food, the next step is digestion. Digestion is the process through which large complex molecules are broken down to small simple molecules or compounds. Third step is absorption. Absorption is the process through which the simple small molecules are dissolved into blood and lymph. Next step is assimilation. Assimilation is a process in which absorbed simple molecules are converted or incorporated into large complex molecules in which constitute the body. The last step is the defecation. Defecation is a process in which the undigested food is eliminated from the body. So, in order to digest food, specialized digestive system or special digestive tract is present in humans, and this digestive tract is in the form of a long tube which is also called as alimentary canal. Alimentary canal starts from the oral cavity and ends at the anus, and it comprises of different parts like oral cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine. There are many accessory glands which are associated with digestion, like salivary glands. There are 3 pairs of salivary glands present in the mouth or oral cavity, and liver, pancreas. So we'll start with oral cavity. First of all, the oral cavity performs different functions, or it helps in the digestion in many ways, in different steps. First step is the food selection. The first function of oral cavity is the selection of food. Food is selected by taste, or it is felt when we take or ingest the food. The food is felt or it's tasted. So the first function of the oral cavity is the food selection. The senses of smell and vision also play an important role in the selection of food. After the food selection, the next step or second function of oral cavity is the mastication or chewing or grinding of food into smaller pieces. So if we look at the generalized diagram of oral cavity is provided with teeth, tongue, palate, cheeks, jaws, and mastication or chewing or grinding is brought about by the teeth. The first reason of this grinding is that the larger pieces cannot pass through the esophagus. Enzymes cannot act on the larger pieces of food. They require smaller pieces with large surface area. Food is broken down or it's grinded by the teeth. The next step or the next function of oral cavity is the lubrication. Lubrication is the process in which the food is lubricated. After the chewing or mastication of food, the 3 pairs of salivary glands are present in the oral cavity. These 3 pairs of salivary glands are stimulated and with their juice, that is called as saliva. So the 3 pairs of salivary glands that are present in the oral cavity are parotid glands, submandibular glands, sublingual glands. Third one is sublingual glands. Parotid glands, that is the largest of salivary glands, are present beneath and in front of ears. Submandibular glands are present below the jaws, and sublingual glands are present beneath the tongue. So these 3 pairs of salivary glands secrete saliva and mix this saliva with the food. The food is mixed with saliva And saliva adds water and mucus to the food, and in this way the food is lubricated. And when food is lubricated, it becomes easy for the food to move through the esophagus. Now I'll discuss the composition of saliva. What is saliva? Saliva, the juice of salivary glands is called as saliva, and saliva is 99% water. It also consists of mucus, white blood cells, epithelial cells, lysozymes, electrolytes, antimicrobial agents, and enzymes that are lipase and amylase. The salivary amylase is responsible for the digestion of starch. So after the lubrication, the next step is the digestion. Only a small digestion is carried out in the mouth cavity, and that is present in the saliva, that is called as salivary amylase, is responsible for the semi-digestion of starch in the oral cavity. During the process of mastication, lubrication and semi-digestion of the food, now food has turned into a small, slippery and lubricated spherical mass that is called as bolus. Now after converting the food into bolus, the bolus is pushed towards the esophagus, or it is swallowed, and in this swallowing all parts of the oral cavity are involved, like palate, tongue, jaws, cheeks. And finally the food moves in the form of bolus from the oral cavity towards the esophagus. So this was certain points regarding the function of oral cavity. Hope this video will be informative for you. Like and subscribe the video. Thank you so much.